Let's make treasures take a look. Friends together, thick and thin. Welcome to Hooked and Steeped with Lynn.
The yarn I need is here with me. No yarn shopping. Wait and see. Hook in hand, I'll make a splash. Welcome to the August Stash Mash. Hi friends, thanks for coming back and visiting with me today. And today is my first official video for the August Stash Mash collaboration that I am hosting. And I've invited my friends Linda from Linda's Pantry and Michelle from Little Acorn Handcrafts to join me. And it's going to be fun. And this is the month. This is the month where I am going to start getting serious about making everything I've been wanting to make and use my stash. Not buying yarn for a whole month. That's going to be interesting. I do have some notes, so forgive me if I look at them for a few minutes because there's a lot that goes along with this collaboration and there's a lot of important information and I don't want any of you to miss any of it. So as I said, this is a collaboration with Linda and Michelle, and each one of us is going to be giving away a $25 Amazon gift card this whole month. But all three of us enjoy just thanking you all. It's a little way of giving back, a little thank you for watching all these videos and supporting us. So the way you win the gift cards, like I said, each one of us will be giving one away. You watch the video, you subscribe, you watch the videos, and you leave a meaningful comment so the algorithm can pick it up. If you just put a 1 or 2 word comment or an emoji, it won't pick it up and you'll have no chance of winning. September 1st, the finale for the Stash Smash collaboration, we will be using a random comment picker and picking a comment from each one of us. We'll decide which video, we'll draw the video out of a hat or a cup, and that video will have a random comment picker. So that will be announced on September 1st. We're also doing a grand prize giveaway where you could win either, if you were a USA subscriber, you could win this gorgeous blanket kit from Hirschner's, or if we draw a Canadian subscriber, because we're not leaving Canadians out, you could win this gorgeous blanket kit from Lion Brand. Now, obviously, these are subject to availability. I don't think they'll sell out before this because we made sure to try to pick ones that are popular and often available. So just so you know, it could change a little bit by the end of the month if something happens. But for now, these are the grand prizes. For those, you need to be at the live because we'll be doing a hashtag live draw for the grand prize. Okay, let me just check my notes here. We're also going to be asking you, the subscriber, for help. There is going to be a fun contest between the three of us, and we're going to need you to vote. It's only 4 categories. I have made up certificates that I'll be handing out to the winners. It will take you just a few seconds. That link will be in each one of our videos this whole month, so you can go in and vote, and we will greatly appreciate it. We're also having a couple of contests just amongst the 3 of us. One of them is who uses the most yarn labels. So we'll be saving all our labels starting today until the 31st, and voting closes on the 31st at 5 p.m. Eastern. So I have time to add up everything for the finale the next night. Yes, we greatly appreciate your help. It's all fun, all tongue-in-cheek, but I think it just helps kind of encourage all 3 of us to keep going and just have some fun. This is about no stress. This is just about trying to reduce the stress, actually. When I was doing my renovation for this crochet studio, I had a bit of a panic attack and I felt very overwhelmed when I seen just how much yarn I actually have. Overwhelmed because there's so many things I want to make and there just never seems to be enough time. And it's honestly because I need to take the time and start really organizing and making my list, which I have. I have my notebook full of ideas I want to make with this yarn over the next month and on for future. But yeah, I got a little bit overwhelmed just because I said, okay, I have to start using this. So this collaboration could not be coming at a better time. The winner, oh, and sorry, it's September 1st, 7 p.m. Eastern. Don't know if I remember saying that or not. Now, we already had a live. My live was on August 1st at 7 p.m. A lot of you were there. So it was wonderful. We had such a good time. And the response to this collaboration has been overwhelming to me. I am so grateful for you all. You all seem to be loving this idea. The support we got from that live was off the charts. So thank you so much. There'll be another live August 8th. So the day after this video goes out, Linda over on Linda's Pantry, and I will be sharing all this down in the description box also, so you don't have to worry about listening to all this. And I'm not going to repeat it in every video, but it will always be in the description, all this information on my channel and on the other two ladies' channel. But Linda is hosting her live August 8th at 7 p.m. Eastern. These are just for us to check in, try to keep, you know, each other going. It will be a whole week since any of us have bought any yarn. I joke, but you know what I mean? It's just a fun time. See how we're all doing, see how all you are doing. And then August 15th on Michelle's channel, Little Acorn Handcrafts, at 7 p.m. Eastern, she will be hosting a live. There won't be a live August 22nd. We're having a special challenge that week, and there'll be more about that the week that happens. And September 1st, again, back on my channel for the grand finale. Now, we also want to invite all of you to join this collaboration. If you have a YouTube channel, you can make an August Stash Smash video. You can make as many as you want. You need to tag me, Lynn, from Hooked and Steep with Lynn, so I can add your video to the playlist. Now, those extra videos will not be in the running for the giveaway. It will just be from Linda, Michelle, and I, but we absolutely encourage you all to join. If you don't have a YouTube channel, but you still would like to share photos of your stash and your projects you're going through because you decided to join this challenge too, all of us have a community tab, all three of us. You can share over there, pictures, posts, whatever you feel comfortable with, and we will love that if you would like to do that. I am just making sure. And I think that is all. Like I said, if I have missed anything, all the important information will be listed down below in the description box. Okay, so this month is going to be, I've been looking forward to this. I have been planning this for months, this collaboration. I originally was just going to do it myself, and then I thought, how fun would this be to have friends join me? And it's going to be so much fun. We're all approaching this differently. My first video, this is what my goal is, okay? In my video you saw of my crochet new studio, and I am extra, so yes, I did label it. I told you I was a labeling machine, so I added labels to this. This is yarn that I have dubbed the first yarn I would like to get through. It's either yarn I only have a small amount of, or maybe it's not my favorite, but I still want to use it up because I can absolutely make some things, and I'll talk about what I'm going to be making. Every day, or when I run out, I'll reach in here, we'll grab another one, and we will make something with that yarn. And I'll decide what I'm making when I pull out the skein. This way, there's no excuses. I have to use this yarn. I was going to use my little round rainbow wheel that I bought like a year and a half ago and still haven't used it. I've decided I'm going to be using that later this year for some things. Mainly, I think maybe during Vlogmas or even sooner to help me narrow down what we're going to make. First, I do want to say, I think we're going to finish this up before we reach into the box. This is some yarn that my new yarny friend Catherine sent me a little while back. She sent me the most gorgeous, amazing yarns in a surprise yarn box, which I'm still eternally grateful for, Catherine. And I really would like to use this up, so I'm making a small mesh market bag. And I am using this yarn. It's no longer available, and it's too bad because it is nice yarn. Here. Bernat, if I can get the label to work with me here, Bernat Cotton Soft. I don't even remember ever seeing this. Is there a year on this? I don't think there is. It's 100% cotton. It says the softer 100% cotton. It's 50-gram balls. And, oh, wait, maybe there is a year here. It says Spin Right, Listowel, Ontario. Well, we know that closed. So, yeah, there's no year. But it's beautiful yarn. I love it. I wish they hadn't discontinued it. So I will be finishing that first. Let's get that done so I can get that off my to-do list. And then we will reach in, and I don't have much further to go. And I'm trying to go for like an ombre. So we've done the natural first. We're doing, I think they called that aqua right now. Mint. And then we will finish off with, what did they call that one? I think that one might have been aqua or teal. Ivy green, which I'm sorry, I don't know in what universe this is ivy green. This is teal. This is not ivy green. I have an ivy plant. It does not look anything like this color. So I was just using a 5 tulip hook I loosely followed a pattern. It's just doing V-stitches until we get to the height we want. And yeah, that is what we're going to finish up. I'm almost done this ball, and then we just have to do that and do the handle. So I know I can finish that fairly quick. I also have my freeze dryer that's going to be finishing up here in about 45 minutes. So I will stop and take a break and work on getting those 3 trays out, and then we'll come back. And this is my plan for this whole week, is just to crochet, crochet, crochet. Not a whole lot different from most weeks, but I have a procedure that's happening Thursday that I have to prep for later this week, and I won't be able to do a whole lot of stuff, and my energy will be 0 because I have to sort of fast the whole day before. So sitting here and just crocheting is probably all I'm going to have the energy for anyway. So, okay, we are going to finish this. So all it is you're skipping 2 stitches. So you skip 2, okay? You skip 2, then you double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the next space here. And you just keep doing that all the way around. Skip, sorry, skip, sorry, you don't, yeah, so you're skipping, you're basically skipping one whole space here and then going into the next one. And we're just going to do that. And I'm just doing it till I run out of yarn. I will have to watch on my last color because I do need to leave enough to do the handle. And if I can find the pattern I was basing this on, I will share it down below. It was free. I did find it. I will check back with you when I am either done or close to being done. And then we're going to reach into the magic box and see what we pull out. One of the things I would like to make with the yarn that we're pulling out of there that I have plans for, sorry, I thought I turned my ringer off. I did not. Let me just do that. One of the things that I know I want to make are local volunteer groups that help the unhoused / homeless in our area have put the call out for winter gear. They need hats. So I think what a great way I'm going to do with a lot of this yarn is I'm just going to make hats. So it'll be a lot of hat making this week. I think I'm going to make a lot of hats, and then we can drop them off to them probably in the coming weeks. I don't think we'll do it right away, but I'll definitely be reaching out and letting them know that I have some to donate. So, okay, we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, it's almost supper time, and I'll be stopping for supper, but I went through every bit of that yarn, all 3. So there's 3 labels, and of course they're just small skeins, but it just feels nice to get this started. So here's my market bag that I made, and I couldn't use as much of this teal here, even though they're calling it ivy green. It's not ivy green. I think that was either a misprint or somebody doesn't know their colors that was working at the time, because it would have been way too long. Like, it was becoming way too long. This is it's still not quite the shape I wanted, and I did follow a pattern. I was looking for a different shape, and I don't do very long handles because this will stretch when things get in it. So I'm pretty happy I used it. There you go, Catherine. But because I had so much of the teal, I'm like, well, I will whip up a dishcloth because I need more. I can never have enough. And I just did 20, chain 20, and then I did what I call my farmhouse stitch, where I did single crochet, half double crochet, and a stitch, skip, single crochet, half double crochet, skip, and repeat. And I don't even know how many rows I did that for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-ish. I know how big I like them. And then I still had some left. So I used, what did I do with it? I just had it. I still have some of this. This is scrubby yarn. I can't even remember who makes this. I see it over there. I'll get it in a second. And as long as you pair this up, this scrunchy yarn, scrubby yarn, with a cotton, it's very easy to use. I find it very easy to use. So I made 2 round dish scrubbies. I love these. These clean my dishes great, and they don't hurt them. So yeah, these are great. So 3 labels in my basket. That's what I'm going to be keeping them in. And after supper, we're going to go ahead and haul a skein out of the box. Okay, our supper's over, and I totally think I can make one more thing this evening. So it's time to reach into the mystery box and see what we pull out. So I am not looking, and should I go way to the bottom? Okay, that feels like something. And what is it? Okay, an old Karen cake. I guess I could make some hats. I could probably make at least enough. I could make one adult hat that we could donate to the organization that is helping the homeless in our area for the winter. I think that's what I'll do. I'm not sure what it's going to look like. If I have to, I'll cut the yarn in places so I can get a more obvious ombre look. But okay, we're going to put this on our hook or on our yarn holder, and I'll use a 5mm hook. My favorite, tulip. And technically there's no label with this because the label's already gone, but that's okay. It's about getting yarn done. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to weigh this because we've decided if we found, we just decided this a little while ago. So we've decided if we are using yarn for whips or things like this and we don't have labels anymore, to weigh them. And then we will try and do the rough yardage on how much that weighs. So I'm going to go weigh this first and then write it down, and then we'll get started. It's Chihuahua.
All right, you guys. You got 6 correct, and your total
Basset Hound, is it up there?
points.
A lot of pretty there, up there.
You get the C up there, which I'm happy to give you for 200 points.
Are they discriminatory
A
against the
dog.
short-legged? Chihuahua? Oh.
Yeah.
Day 2 for me of the collab. Technically, no. It's actually day 3 because we did have the kickoff on the 1st. So, yes, this is day 3 of the collab. And this is as far as I got last night before I went to bed. Okay. So, I did get to the end of this gray and I cut it because I was about halfway into this row when the cream started. And I'm like, nope, we're going to try and keep it looking as neat as ombre, you know, or at least the color changes. I would like the full rose. So that's as far as I got. This is how much I have left. And I am really worried that I'm not going to have enough to make an adult size hat, and it's too long to make a child. And yeah, I could frog it and then do the child, but I really don't want to. So I figure worst comes to worst, if I run out, I can maybe turn it into a neck warmer. Those are also some things I want to make for the volunteer organization, hats and neck warmers. So we are going to Costco. The sale started today. Quite a few things that have been on our list finally went on sale. So we're heading off so we can be there fairly quick when they open. And it's an hour there and an hour back, obviously. So I'm taking this with me because that is 2 hours more of crocheting. I might even be able to finish it in the time we are driving. So when I get back, I put all my groceries away. I film it for my other channel, Bucket List Homestead. We will be able to pull another skein out of the box today. So that is my hope. Fingers crossed. I really, really hope I don't run out because I really want to make the first of, I hope, of many hats for this organization. And I really hope this will work. I don't think I have any more. And I was trying to rack my brain last night, trying to remember what the heck did I make with the original Karen cake of this. And I can't remember. I think maybe I made some cowls that I sold at a market. I'm not sure. That's how long I've had this. So I'm so happy I thought of this collaboration because it's definitely helping me get rid of yarn that just needs to be used up. So wish me luck I don't run out, and we will see you in the truck. I'm going to film in the truck. Okay, I finished the hat. I actually finished it before we even got to Costco. So I was a little bit bummed. I didn't think to try and maybe reach in and grab another skein to take with me, but it's okay. Dave and I had time to chat. I chatted with my mom on the way back. I finished the hat. This is what I got left. Whoops. I definitely played yarn chicken. So this is what it looks like on my amazing, gorgeous husband. modeled it for me. It's definitely not for 90-degree weather. He was quite warm in it, but yeah, this is how it looks. I'm really happy with it. I think the ombre really turned out really nice. And yeah, hopefully that is the first of many hats that I'll be able to donate. So I really like how the ombre turned out in this. I think it turned out pretty good. So now it's time to reach in. I'm just going to put the little scraps in that bag. Oh, I also decided, because where I weighed this, I'm actually going to make a piece of paper and put the weight on it and throw that in the basket with all my other labels. So that way I have everything in one place. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go cut a piece of paper, put the right weight down, and put that in there. That's just easier. So, time to reach into the box. Pull this over, look away. We're going to reach way down into the bottom here. Let me see. Some of these are big skeins. Oh, this feels like a small cake. You all get to see it first. Oh, okay. Another hat. I kind of feel bad sharing the same thing with you all, but it's not about how many different things I can make. It's just how many things can I make going through my stash. I could probably get 2 kids' hats out of this. Maybe that might be pushing it. Even if I went down a hook. If I went down to 4.5, let's try that. I'm not a pom-pom girl. Myself, I really am not. So I don't do pom-poms, but you absolutely could add a pom-pom. I also like half double for hats because they go quick. Quite frankly, half double crochet is my favorite stitch. Little tidbit there, a little nugget about me. I love the half double. It's one of my favorites. I love the half double for hats because it goes quicker, and it creates a nice, thick, dense material, but no holes, because, you know, double crochet and all them can be pretty cold. Definitely should be able to finish this by supper time. Honestly, actually, we ate lunch really late today, so I don't even know what we're going to be doing for supper. It could be just very snacky things, cheese and crackers or something like that. Leftovers. Might have some leftovers. I was going to do chicken Alfredo, but we ate lunch so late that I'm like, okay, we'll save that for tomorrow night. And my husband said, that sounds good, because that's the last thing solid that I can eat. Will be supper tonight. Well, I can eat right up until midnight, but I don't eat that late. Because I have to be all liquid diet all the next day. So yeah, we'll probably do the chicken Alfredo tomorrow night. Okay, it is a pretty yarn. And I'm starting to remember now. This was not it was a special order, but it was a special order for a family with a child with autism that I made this for. And I think it was a loops and thread. I'm thinking where I bought it in Michael's on that side of the aisle, which is still the same. With all their renovations they've done, they've kept that still the same brand. And I think it's impeccable. I think it was a line of impeccable. I think it was a loops and thread impeccable. It's 11:30 at night. Friends, I know I'm putting too much pressure on myself because I come up with this collab, I'm hosting it, I invited the other 2 ladies to join, and then any others who want to join as a, encouragement and to do their own challenge. And I know I need to just step back and give myself some grace, but I tell you, this hat out of that yarn has just been jinxed. The first one I did, I didn't like, I had to take it apart. Second one I didn't like, I had to take apart. Third one, I finished. I did a different pattern than I've done before. I'm not a fan. I will not make another one like this. This is from Yarn Inspirations. Yeah, I just, I don't care for this style at all. So it's done. I made one. Maybe fit. It's trying to tell me this will fit a 2 to 4-year-old. There's no way. I'm thinking 6 to 9-month-old maybe. So I still had some yarn. I'm like, we got to finish this. We got to finish this, Lynn. So I started the second one. Ran out of yarn. No, second one I did. I finished. I did one from the top down in the round. Just something different. Not in the round. Double crochet. This was half crochet. Was this double? This is double. Chain 2, 10 double crochets in the first chain, and then just keep going around. So I made a cute little one. probably would fit, I'd say, newborn, probably. So then I still had some yarn, and I'm like, we got to finish the skein, Lynn. Let's just finish it. And I had to take it apart 3 times because I kept running out of yarn. Finally, I got the right. If I'd done half double, I was doing double, I probably would have. But this is definitely newborn, maybe preemie. But that's okay. I'm hoping I can find somewhere to donate these. I was going to put these up on my Etsy, but I think I'm just going to donate them. Our hospitals have not been accepting baby caps since 2020. They've never really gone back. But I've been told of a couple other places that might take them, especially our women's shelter, women and children's shelter we have here, because some women show up with new babies there when they're released from the hospital. So I think I might be doing up some to donate to them. That's one possibility. But I did it. It's 11:30 at night. I got through another skein. I should not have taken me this long. Plus the other one I made, right? I made one already. Didn't I? Or was this the first? Was these all I made from this? Hold on. This is all I made. This is all I made because I had to keep frogging the first one. That's why it feels like it should be more. But there we go. I'm heading to bed, and we'll start fresh again in the morning and pull another mystery ball out of the box. I'm hoping it's one of the different yarns that's in there. At this point, I can't remember. I put them all in here over a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So I'm not quite sure. There's a couple I remember, and there's some different things I do want to make with those. So we'll see in the morning, friends. And let's hope and pray it's a better day. Okay, friends, I'm not fit for camera as it's early morning, and I'm just waking up. But I always love to start my day with my tea and crochet, so we're going to reach in here, pull out a skein of yarn, and see what we get and make something. So Grace really wants to go to Spirit of Halloween. We have not had one here for years. We had one once, and it never came back. So she is so excited. It opened on the weekend, so we're going to try and go this morning, so hopefully it's not too crazy busy. As, you know, I have few family members who don't do well with crowds for whatever reason, so we're all gonna go. But until then, because it doesn't open for quite a while, I have time before I have to get presentable. I want to crochet something. So, oh, this I know is a red heart. This is a red heart speckle, and I'm gonna have to weigh this again. I'm gonna go weigh it and look at my list of things I've thought about making and see if this will be one. Oh, I'm going to take a quick peek. Let me see. Nope. Oh, wait. I have a whole skein of it. Yay. Well, at least yeah, it's jumbo speckle, and this is the colorway white speckle. Very creative, not? They could have called it at least candy sprinkles or rainbow sprinkle or something. So, okay, so it weighs 342 grams, and this says 283 grams. So I actually do have a skein and a bit. Okay. All right. I should measure this one. This might be a whole skein by itself. Just a second. It's just 20 grams less of a full skein, but I still wrote it down so I can figure it out at the end. Okay, I need to look through my book. A little more presentable. We've already been to the mall and back for Spirit. I gotta say, their prices are insane. I don't remember them being that high last year. I really don't. Most things we passed up. And a lot of things were there was one thing we were looking for in particular, Grace and I, they don't have it in yet. They're still getting stuff in. Like she said, they just got a huge truck today. But I'm going to eat some lunch, but I want to give you an update. So I found a pattern from MJ off the hook where she makes chunky Suzette stitch, one of my favorite stitches, fingerless gloves, and she doubles up on the yarn. So I thought that's a great way because I can use more of this. So this is what I have. I am admitting these seem big. I'm not going to lie, but I know we're going to be doing some flipping up of the thing or something, she said. So I still have 3 more rows to go before we start doing the thumb. So, but they're pretty. I like them. So we've started that. And I have a little bit of a haul. Not yarn. Did not buy any yarn. We went to Chapters, our bookstore. I guess it's not Chapters anymore. It's Indigo. Grace and I haven't been there forever. And it's funny how that used to be like a place we went weekly. And I've just found that crochet has kind of taken over my book reading obsession. Though I do have a couple of books in my to be read pile that I need to get caught up on, but I'm just not reading like I used to. It used to be my huge coping mechanism. It really was. Now crochet is. And, oh, I forgot. I did get something at Spirit. I actually got a stocking stuffer. And then as we were checking out, I saw these. Look at the one with the witch hat. Are these not adorable? They're so cute. The one with the little pumpkin. The one with the sunglasses. And so you get 24 and they were $7. They're plastic, shiny plastic. I think I can use these in my crochet. I can use fabric glue that I use that is fabulous. It holds up through everything. It's washable. It dries quick. I really love it. Doesn't damage the yarn. These would be cute, I think, on my Halloween cozies, but I'm also thinking on maybe some Halloween wearables or something like that. I might get more, honestly, if they work out the way they do, because these are, I have patches too that I'm going to be using. But Grace and I they were so cute. So I picked them up. And then we went over to Chapters. And I don't know what to show you first. So Chapters has amigurumi kits. They have a nativity one. They have a fantasy animal one. They had a lot of Harry Potter ones, some Disney princess ones. But I didn't buy them. 1, there was no prices. That really drives me crazy. And 2, I have the nativity pattern already. And I can use my own yarn. But I thought, does this count as buying yarn even though it's a kit? There's yarn in it. So I said, no, I'm not buying them for all kinds of reasons, but I'm also not buying them because I am not buying yarn at all this month. I am not doing it. I'll share the book first. So as I said, we were looking at the kit. Sorry, my husband needed to come in and get something in the garage. And I'm like, no. And I was getting ready to walk away because I'm like, oh, there's really not. And honestly, I kind of thought, I hoped Zach he hasn't had a video out for a while, and my daughter and I actually enjoy watching him. He has a new amigurumi book out called Itty Bitty Amigurumi. Everything is no-sew. Things are supposedly take less than 30 minutes. He's got an alien, he's got a lot in there, but he's got a couple I would love to make. And you can get it on Amazon right now, and it's in my cart, and I might pick it up maybe in a couple of weeks. Sometimes you put things in your cart on Amazon, they miraculously will go on sale a little while later, so... No, so I was like, okay, they don't have anything. I'm going to walk away. And literally, just as I'm walking away, at the corner of my eye, I see this book. I pick it up. Grace and I go through it. And I'm like, I got to get this. Crochet Like a Goth. Grace doesn't consider herself goth. She doesn't consider herself emo. Right? Emo. I always say emu. You know, emo. She's kind of a mix with a little bit of scene kit, like whatever. She has her own style. I really admire her. She wears what she loves. She doesn't care what people think. I wish I was more like her in my 20s. It took me a long time to get that comfortable. But anyway, there are a lot of things in here she liked. But I'm thinking it doesn't necessarily have to be goth. Like this could even be for Halloween. And this, I opened it up and this is the first page it opened to. Is that not stunning? It's so pretty. That teal ombre, they call it the crowned skull shawl pattern. It is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. So yeah, I picked that up. I'm like, okay, we'll get that. And Grace was pretty excited. So we picked that up. I saw this as soon as we walked in. And I'm like, I'm getting this. I'm like, I hope this isn't $40. You all know, if you're new here. Hi, my name is Lynn. I'm addicted to tea, crochet, yarn, and dragons. Love dragons. Oh, and Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore. But I love, love, love dragons. Those of you who've been here before know it. I'm even making a dragon wearable that I shared with you on my live a little while ago. And I saw this mug. And I hope you can make it out. So that's his head right here. Here's his eyes. We've got scales going down, and you turn it all around, and it's all the dragon's body going all the way. I'm like, I don't have a dragon mug. I do now. It's a nice size. I'm going to wash it up. I'm going to have tea in this afternoon. So you'll see me drinking this in a little bit. Out of this, rather. They had like a whole display because they had some books that have a lot of dragons in them. And they had bookmarks, which I really loved too. They had this and some stickers. But I'm like, I got to get this. I hope they get more things in that are dragon related because, yeah, love it. Okay, lunch is done, and it's Crochet Me Zaddy. I don't think that's what I said earlier. And it is available at Barnes & Noble, Indigo, and local independent shops. I should have asked them for it when I was in there, but I don't know if I'll be feeling up to going to the bookstore after my procedure on Thursday. If I am, I'll go by there and see. Not that, I mean, I could get it very quickly from Amazon, but she's a little pricey, $35, and I just paid $35 for that goth one, so that's why I'm thinking about waiting until mid-month. But yeah, it's Crochet Me Zaddy. I'm sure some of you follow him. Okay, we are ready to get back to crocheting. Yay. As I said, so I'm following her video online just because Lynn does not need to purchase another pattern. That might be another challenge. Don't buy any patterns, Lynn. Well, I finished them, and I hate them. So doubling up was a bad mistake. And I kind of knew that, but I thought, well, and I went back and realized, oh, she doubled up DK weight, size 3, which ended up making it a normal bulky. I doubled up size 4. And I know I have bulky yarn in this box, so I probably will do this with normal bulky, but they're just so big. They're just so big, but I will put them on, and I don't think washing is going to help because this isn't cotton. I don't think they'll shrink. They might. I'll put them in and see, but they're huge. They're so big. And I adjusted for mine. Like, I didn't do as many rows as her. I didn't do nearly as many for the thumbs. They're pretty. I think I'm going to make a set just normal without doubling up, and we'll start those in a minute. I'm going to go start my supper. It has to go in the oven, but it's just, you ever have those weeks where it seems like everything you pick up with your hook doesn't work, and that's my week, and this is not the week for it, and it's Murphy's Law. It's just Murphy's Law. So, on par with how my day is going, I decided I would do the cowl, a cowl, a neck warmer, just to see. And I thought, well, I'll try that pattern that I found, that I recommended in the Christmas and July finale, where I shared all the different patterns. It's a pretty pattern. I just don't think it works with this yarn. So I ripped it all out. So now you guessed it, I'm doing my own thing. I have chained 90, and I am just doing the Suzette stitch. And once I get to the thickness, I'm going to sew it together like this, and hopefully we have a neck cowl. Well, it is the morning of the last day for this video of making things from the mystery box. I stayed up last night late on purpose because I knew today was going to be a rough day because I have to do the whole liquid diet thing. So I thought the later I slept in, the better. Truthfully, I didn't sleep in as late as I should have because I was up late. I mean, well, it was the next day when I went to bed. Let's put it that way. But I did finish a couple of things. So I end up doing, I can't remember, did I mention I was making that cowl from someone else and then I didn't like it? So I end up doing my own thing. So here's the cowl, and I'll try all this on when I'm done with the whole set because I'm making a whole set. But this is the cowl. Okay, and I did it with the Suzette stitch. I made a matching ear warmer. And now I stayed up and I made fingerless gloves, and I got one done. Or I made one, and then I made the second one. And this one I like much better. The first one, and this is why making gloves and slippers and socks are so hard for me, because it does not look the same at all. If you notice, this one looks bigger. And I don't understand because they have the same stitches, everything. But for some reason, this one is not as wide, but this one's better. So I'm going to just wrap that up. I got to cut the yarn, and I have, I think, enough left. Well, I've got this itty bitty bit left, but I still have this on the, and I'll eventually have to take this apart. I have finished my set. I'm so excited. It's 11:30. I had to stop and do a couple other things, so we got the ear warmer and a pair of gloves that match. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty cute. Nice and cheery for a cold winter day, and I have hardly anything left of that yarn, either one of them. This is all I have left. That's it. So, okay. I'm just going to put these away. Trying to get all my little mess here. All my scraps. I'm going to put this away, and we're going to pull another skein out of the box. Okay, time to dig out of the box again. Oh, did we do anything already with this? Earlier. Oh, no, it was a different. This is the one that I think reminds me of the autism colors because it has more of the rainbow in it. Okay, it's not a very big ball, so I don't think it's enough for a hat. What can we do? Let me look at my list I made. Yep, let's try pumpkin. Why not, right? Worst comes to worst, I have to frog it. But we'll try a pumpkin out of it. It might be neat to have a, because it's kind of a fall rainbow. I know that sounds weird, but it's not as bright as some rainbows. So we're going to try it. We're going to see what it looks like. I just want something different than hats. Though I do want to make lots of hats, but I don't think this is enough for a hat. So, I mean, a child's hat, absolutely, but not an adult hat. All done, and I forgot to weigh the yarn. Man, oh man, I should have weighed them. Well, I'm going to just guess it was about the same size as that first cake we did. But here's some very colorful pumpkins. They don't have their stems or anything yet, but I think they're kind of cute. Definitely different. And yeah, so that used every bit. This is what I have left. Just enough to put in my jar for my ornament this month. That is it, just those little scraps. So it's almost, well, what would be normal supper time. I can't eat anything. So I think I'm going to wrap up this video here. You know, I'm sitting here kicking myself. Oh, I wish I had made. I made a lot of things. I'm going to go get them all, and we're going to see everything. But it filled the little basket I'm keeping them in. And we may revisit the mystery box throughout this month. I do have some other plans for next week of some things I'd like to work on. So, but we got rid of quite a few. There's quite a few labels in here. So we're going to say 1 label for this yarn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 labels are in my basket. So 7 skeinish, we'll call them, of yarns. That's not a bad start. We're still early, right? Oh, we're so hard on ourselves, aren't we? And I got to tell you, I'm not feeling the greatest either. So, hey friends, that's it for the first week of August Stash Smash collaboration. You have to let me know how you all did. I know it's only a weekend, but it's still a weekend. I will say there's a little bit of a sale on Premiere right now that I'm not tempted. I looked at it and I'm like, oh, I do need, those yarns are actually on my list of things I need. It's the ombre yarns and a few other things because they're for videos I want to make. But I'm still not going to purchase them. I'm not. They'll go on sale again, hopefully before I want to do my video. If not, well, one at full price is not going to hurt me. So, I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually not tempted. And like I said, I'm pretty competitive, so I'm determined not to buy yarn this month. If you like this video, friends, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching me on your mobile device, don't forget to hit that hype button. It really helps small channels like mine get out there on YouTube. And also, don't forget to comment for your chance to win a $25 gift card from Amazon. That's US and Canadians, by the way. And be sure and go back if you didn't see Linda's video on Tuesday or Michelle's video on Wednesday. Make sure you go back, like, subscribe, comment, because they're also giving away a $25 gift card to Amazon. Until then, friends, we will see you in the next one. Bye.